Hello, welcome to Tech Pop Boom. I'm Brandon Bonds,
And I am Scott Lowe.
and this is our very first podcast. We've decided to start this podcast, I don't know, like 6 months ago, and we're just finally now getting to doing it.
Well, you had come up with the idea 6 months ago, and we were trying to come up with ideas about, you said you wanted to do a tech podcast, and I said I thought that'd be a good idea to do a podcast, but I thought maybe it would be a better idea to maybe instead of strictly tech, we can talk about other stuff besides tech. Maybe, I'm really into music and movies.
Yeah, I'm into tech, so.
Yeah, you're 100% tech.
So, he came up with a name, Tech Pop Boom. So, So at the end, boom, I guess is whatever.
I thought the boom of the tech pop boom would be, well, tech obviously is technology.
Yeah.
Pop being pop culture, and boom I thought would be music, but you thought boom would be better as boom, whatever it comes across.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever, off the cuff, like you said. Yep.
Yeah, whatever it comes across. So I'm going to start with the tech part of my podcast.
What you got?
Which I have. Okay. So I started off.
Oh, and before we talk about tech, let's also throw it out there about you being the Android guy and I'm being the Apple guy.
Oh, yes. I cannot stand Apple products. And this podcast will later express, you will understand my hatred for them. But Scott could care less about Android, so this is.
I don't really care one way or the other. I just like pissing you off.
Yes,
so.
you do. And he can do it. I'm gonna have to probably. So this might have a couple of swearing when we get to like our Apple products here. So I'm gonna start off with Microsoft with Windows 10. It's going to be free for everyone.
Yeah, that's really cool. Tell me about that.
Okay.
What's up with that?
So anybody who has Windows 7, Windows 8, and 8.1, which I have, will get Windows 10 for free for the first year.
When will it be available?
Well, it's going to be available around. Oh, you just cut out there. 1 second. It'll be.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. No, it would be available. It's going to at the end of this year. They have no date yet, but you can
it's another year?
Yeah, it'll be at the end of this year.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know what though? The best part of it is only for a year. Okay, so you can only download it for a year. But
right.
Imagine how many computers I have that I would have had to buy software. I wouldn't have upgraded. I would have stayed the same, but I get Windows 10 for free.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Imagine, are you going to download it or no?
Well, I like the idea of wiping out my computer and just re-downloading it with Windows 10. I guess I have time to think about it. If it doesn't come out till the end of this year, I have a long time to think about it. But that's what I'd probably like to do, because my desktop is so slow. I started booting it up 2 weeks ago, and I think it may just power on just now for the first time. I think it's so slow.
I have a computer like that.
Yeah.
This one right here is very. I like to say it's very fast, but I was gonna get 10 anyway. But man, I mean, it's for free. But imagine how many people are not gonna download it and then wait until it goes to $99.
How can you beat free? If it's free, it's for me.
It's for free.
I mean, I have Windows 7, so I'll get it.
Yeah, you'll get it. Yeah.
If it's available, I'll definitely download it and check it out.
Yeah.
So tell me about Windows 10. What are some of the bells?
Okay. Are you a Halo fan?
I know what it is. I'm not a video game fan.
Okay.
But I know what it is. I've seen people play it.
Well, it has how you have Google now, and you say, "Okay, Google," and then a prompt pops up, and you can go and figure out things like, "Hey, what is where's my address, or what is my location, or same thing with Siri." Well, Microsoft has put Cortana built in, so you can say, hey, open my files, or hey, What is the location at the bottom? Or
So you just talk to your computer and it'll answer you more or less.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And
That's pretty cool.
it
Yeah, that's
also has all the features. You know how the Windows 8 has that, I don't know, that crappy like start menu where it's full screen?
right. Yeah.
Well, and Windows 8 was a mess up. I got to admit. Yeah, I like it, but a lot of people a lot of people didn't like it. So a lot of people stayed on Windows 7.
Had a lot
Well,
of problems. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's okay. It just at the very beginning it was crappy, but now with 8.1, which I have on this computer now, it's okay. It's not too bad, but
I heard it got better, but then there's like HP, for example. They're selling computers and with Windows 7. I mean,
yeah,
they're selling that as like a promotion. Like, hey, these computers have Windows 7. Buy ours because they don't have the crappy Windows 8. You don't want that. Go with the Windows 7.
right, right, right. No, yeah, no. I mean, like I know somebody who just bought a computer and did not want Windows 8 on it.
That would be me if I were to buy a computer right now. I wouldn't want Windows 8. I
Yeah.
wouldn't. It sounds true.
No, it's okay. I probably get it, but it's confusing. It's you got two different systems running. You got the desktop, and then you got the Windows 8, and then you got the applications on the Windows 8 part, and then the desktop part runs the old part. Well, in Windows 10, they combined them both. You don't have this long start menu, and it goes to a smaller
Nice.
start
Yeah.
menu like the one in Windows 7.
Sure. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then it also has like where if you have a tablet, one of those tablet PCs, when
Yep.
you undock it, it actually goes to tablet mode. And then where you do get the big icons
Yeah.
in the Windows 8, but then when you dock it back, it goes back to like the normal where you get to use the mouse. So everything goes smaller, like
Yeah.
like a regular computer. It also has, they've gotten rid of a lot of overlay. I mean, Windows, Windows 8. I don't know how you familiar you are with Windows 8, but Windows 8 has you have a start when you go and you do your control panel, right? You have
Right.
two different control panels. You have the ones for Windows 8 and you have the one for desktop mode, and basically. When you want to do a setting for Windows 8, you have to go and you have to do a setting in Control Panel too. So you have that overlay. They got rid of it. They cleaned that out. Everything. So everything's streamlined like Windows 7. Basically, it's an up. I would like to say what Windows 8 should have been.
Right. That's what I've heard. I've heard people say that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and it's getting. I mean, it's getting rave reviews from the build that's out now, but. It's okay. I mean, I gotta admit, I'm gonna be there. I might take a vacation day and download it.
Well, speaking of things that you're going to want to buy, being that you're such a huge fan, let's talk about your next favorite toy that
Oh.
I know you'll be first in line for.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is the Apple Watch.
Apple Watch? No way.
Tell us all about the Apple Watch, Brandon,
Oh,
Mr.
wow.
Internet Guru.
The
What do you know
Apple
about the Apple
Watch.
Watch since you're starting your podcast about internet, rather
Actually,
technology?
actually, I know nothing about it because that's the way Apple is. They haven't said a thing. They just basically said when the iPhone 6 came out, by the way, here's our watch, and it'll be out next year.
It's funny when Apple announced these iPads. At the time, who in the hell would want an iPad? It's just a bigger version of the time an iPod Touch. I thought, who's going to want that? That's just stupid. They made a huge mistake with that. Well, here it is 5 years later, and I finally got one, and it's the best thing I ever got. But the watch, I kind of feel the same way about the watch. I kind of think, well, it doesn't make sense. Who was it, like $300-400, whatever the hell
Yeah.
it is? It just doesn't make sense. Why would you want to? It just, I don't know. You get your iPad, your phone. There's so many options. The whole watch, I don't know exactly what it does, but it doesn't make sense to spend $400 for, what is it, a 2-inch screen? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, no, I mean, but okay, Google has their watch, but what they did was they put Google Now on top of. They actually made the Android 5 able to run on watches, and it actually is pretty cool. I got to admit,
What does the watch do that the phone doesn't? I mean, isn't it just I'm guessing a smaller version of a phone?
it's a smaller version of phone. Yeah, you can actually you get your updates. Like let's say I don't know how familiar you are with. Oh, that's right, you're an Apple person. So on Google, on Google you have this window, Google Now. Okay, if and what it does, it gives you all your like your weather and what you've looked up and what are you interested in and everything. Well,
Right.
that now instead of you pulling out your phone every time to look at Google Now, you can actually get your updates and your appointments on your watch, which I kind of
But you can get that on your phone too, though. I mean,
yeah you
download apps
can.
are the same thing. Now, I'm sure it's great. I mean, it'll be one of those things where I don't know a lot about it, but once I see it, I'll probably be like, "Holy crap!" I don't know.
It'll
Unless I see it, until I find out more. Right now, it just doesn't seem like a good idea. But
you know what it'll get better with time.
yeah,
That's
true.
what I think. I think
Yeah.
just like the phone, just like the iPhone. The iPhone was crap. It's still crap, but it got better. You know, so I mean it is. So I mean Android got better. It got completely better with time. It was crap. Okay, just like the iPhone, and now it's awesome. I just got to admit I could never switch back.
Well, you know what? I don't know a lot about Android phones, but I saw there was an article somewhere. They were talking about Android's got the phone. What's it called? The Edge, where like it curves.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was a really sweet looking phone, I thought.
Oh, would you get it?
No, because I'm an Apple guy.
Yeah.
If Apple made one, because of course Apple's version would be superior and it would be better than Android's.
Apple will never make a phone like that. Never. 'Cause
I'm sure they won't. That was pretty sweet. What's the name? Do you know the name of that phone?
You know, it's called the Edge.
Look at that.
It's called the
Android
Edge. Yeah.
Galaxy Edge. That's
It's called
pretty cool.
the Edge. But yeah, it's Apple will never make a phone. I'm trying to keep my Apple hate right now.
You really are, because I mean, if you weren't recording this right now, you would be so much more brutal and screaming. I bought my very first smartphone 3 months ago. And I had a flip phone. This goes to show you how old school I am. I bought my very first smartphone just a few months back,
Yeah.
and I was so happy. I broke down and I got my Apple iPhone.
Yeah.
I brought it to work, and oh my God, you were screaming at me, and the other guys were screaming at me, and they just gave me what for. And I thought, holy crap, what the hell did I do? It's just a phone, you know?
Yes,
Oh, you guys really handed it to me.
yeah, we did it. You got really pissed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got really pissed. But you should see what I said to Joe when he pulled out his phone. I think he was embarrassed. I think he knew what I was gonna say. But
what did you say to Joe?
Oh well, you had already told me he'd gotten a phone, and so when he pulled it out, I just was like,
He has the exact same phone I
yes,
do.
I know. I just wanted to tell him, why the hell did you get that? But I did not get my mouth
Well,
shut.
the reason he got the iPhone 6 because he wanted the superior phone, obviously.
Yeah, but I would have told him how unsuperior that phone was. I would have told him everything that was wrong with that phone. But no, I was like, you know what? I sat there for a second. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything because I mean, I was looking at that phone like, I can't believe he got it. I mean, my sister got it. And I gave her. I'm just looking at it. I said, why? Out of all the phones, she asked me which phone to get. She got the phone that I told her not to get.
Traitor, you traitor.
And she had an Android phone before that. It just broke my heart. I just sat there. No, you just didn't go to the dark side. No.
So speaking of phones, talk about that new the phone.
The
what's
Era.
the phone?
The Era.
Yeah, talk about the
Yes,
Era.
Well,
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, Google is coming out with a modular phone called Era, and it is a phone.
What do you mean modular? Just define.
Define modular. It means you can piece together. It is a phone that you can basically. How can I say this? Like, let's say we buy phones for superior cameras, or we want a bigger hard drive, or not a hard drive, but bigger amount of space on it, and a bigger, and maybe we want like better. Well, we want a Wi-Fi, and maybe some people don't want to use Wi-Fi, but it just where now you can go and you can buy and you can piece together a phone just as you want it.
So, for example, I want a phone with I mean, you tell me. I mean, what are the
Okay,
options?
so okay. Here's the thing. I have a HTC One M7. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I love this phone. I gotta say that, and so the M9 is coming out sometime in the middle of this year, which I might look to get the M9. That might be my choice.
You may want to wait for the next iPhone. I'm sure it'll be up
Nah,
a year.
fuck that.
I want to save your money.
Yeah, well,
Do
yeah.
it right. Do it right.
What is gonna be the next iPhone that's not in the last one? In the last one before that.
Something Android came out 5 years ago.
Something that's on Android already.
You finally got Wi-Fi. We've had Wi-Fi for 10 years.
Yeah, we had NFC since I don't know when, and Apple just got it, and you can't do shit with it anyway. So what's the point?
Anyway, we should like save our hatred for the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
Right. So talk more about that phone.
So okay. So Google it started off as smart blocks. So it was this campaign on YouTube and on the internet. It's called Smart Blocks, to build this phone that you didn't necessarily, because normally when let's just say like your screen breaks, normally you would trash your whole phone. You would have to.
Right.
I mean, you couldn't just replace the screen on the phone. No,
With this one you can actually replace tile.
Or you can
parts you
update.
need.
Yeah, or you can update it.
Now, is this going to be actually a real thing? Are they really going to go through this? It's just an idea.
Yes, they actually had a developer conference sometime in January. I mean, I think about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And
is there a deadline on this thing? Have they said when it's supposed to be available?
Well, the deadline was around the end of this year. I mean, like Google likes to put out things that when they do projects, they like to put out things like they like to have they always have a strict deadline. Okay, if they can't make that deadline, they don't build it. Okay, so they started this in like 2013, 2000.
Right.
Okay, so they've been working on it since 2013. Now here's the deadline. 2015 was the deadline. That's why I don't know if not many people follow me on Facebook, but if you look at my Facebook, that's why I was like, oh my God, this is 2015 now, Project Era, So
yeah.
So I mean, I've been waiting for this phone because I could build me my own phone. I would love to build because here's. So
what would the options you have? What type of options?
Well, first I would do is I probably put. I don't care about camera. I don't care about the camera on my phone. So I'd probably get rid of that module. I'll probably put, I don't know, put something in that one. I would probably get more battery life.
So you wouldn't even have a camera at all on your phone?
No. I would get rid of that.
Really?
I could care less about the camera. I don't use it. You know how many times I use the camera on my HTC One? Probably.
Like, you use your camera all the time when you go to the Apple store and you take pictures of all your favorite products.
Please. I don't even walk in the Apple store. I walk past it as quick as possible.
Okay, anyways.
So I'd rather go in the Microsoft store than Apple store. But anyway. So I mean, what I would do is I'd probably get a bigger battery life. I probably would put 2 battery modules in there. I'd probably put I don't know. I'd probably put Wi-Fi, of course. So that would be a module. And then I would put what else would I put in there? I'd put probably more space.
Absolutely.
Probably
that's
a lot. I probably would stick to, and that would be it. That would be my dream. A very fast processor, because you can switch out the processors too. I would put the highest processor I could in that thing.
Where do people go to find out about this phone?
Well, Google has it on their website. Also, you could type in Google and type Project Era, and then that will.
How is Era spelled? Do you know?
Era is spelled. Let me see. Era is spelled. I think it's ARA. But let me see here. Oh yeah, it is. ARA. Yep. So
Project Era. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, so I probably would put it on our, I guess, public Facebook if I get to that.
That's the other thing. Now, this podcast eventually will be downloadable via iTunes. Is that the idea?
Yeah, that's my idea. It'll be on SoundCloud too, because SoundCloud's easier to do.
So originally it'll be SoundCloud only, but the goal is to eventually get it on iTunes so people, and if they want to, they can download it and let's do it in their cars or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the links below of what we're talking about on the
Yeah,
SoundCloud and on
that's
iTunes.
a good idea. Yeah.
So, I mean, and then, Facebook, I'll put a public Facebook or a public Google Plus. I'll do both because, I know some people don't like Google Plus. I do.
I don't know anyone. I tell you what, I'm not a huge technology guy, but I don't know anybody. I don't know, other than you, I don't know one person on Google Plus.
See, but I love Google Plus. Okay, Google Plus does not have the ads. I'm looking at Facebook right now.
The ads don't bother me. I don't think it's that intrusive.
But
on
Facebook.
Facebook.
For me, okay, when I go down my timeline, I'm going down it right now, okay, as I'm talking to you guys. Okay, you go down and you see this ad. Oh, okay, ad. I don't know who it's from. Okay, it says, okay, sponsored. Okay, so I swipe through and, okay, another sponsored about some rat, okay, okay, I don't care. So to click on their pages. That part, I mean, it bothers me a little bit, not too much, because they don't, at least it's not like, I don't know, were you a MySpace person?
I mean, I had a MySpace page, but I had a MySpace page. I was in a band years ago, and I had a music page and I had a personal page. Or maybe they're both combined. I don't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So MySpace, the reason why everyone left MySpace was because the ads would throw up in the middle of your typing, and it was so many ads that it just became terrible. And so Facebook decided not to do that. Decided to make it hidden. Oh,
right.
So basically, but Google now doesn't have. I mean, Google Plus doesn't have any of that. It's just clean. I don't know. I like it better, but no one's there, so I can't.
Yeah.
I don't post anything on it because I know no one's going to read it. But that's where I get all my tech news. That's exactly where I get all my stuff.
It seems like a lot of the tech people like to go to Google Plus for whatever reason. I think maybe they want to keep it as their own community. So so be it.
Right.
But
right.
If you want to do both, I think a Facebook page and a Google Plus page, would be good to have both. But as of right now, as of this recording, we have neither. So
yeah, neither. But I'll work on that after this. Just because I know the links, and I know I could probably, if anybody wanted to look up Project Era, they can, or my Windows 10 for free if you haven't heard about it already.
Yeah.
Which everybody probably heard about it. But well, that's all I have for my tech news. I mean, so what about what movie did you go see?
Yeah, I went to the movies last night. It's not very often I get to go to the show. I have a 5-year-old, so he keeps me busy. And my wife, of course, they both keep me very busy. But last night I got to get out and I saw a movie called Whiplash. And holy cow, it was really, really good.
Now, what is it about?
Whiplash, I hadn't even heard about it. But when the Golden Globe nominations came out, it was nominated. I think the guy, I should be better prepared, but the actor I don't even. He was in the Spider-Man movie. He played Joe Jonah Jameson, the newspaper reporter guy who hired Peter Parker, the newspaper. I don't know the actor's name, but he is a music teacher, and there's a young boy. The main story is there's a young kid. He's a drummer, and he's at this really prestigious school, and the teacher's just a real hard ass, And anyways, it just I'm not very good at explaining things. All I can tell you is Whiplash. It's just a great movie. I'm not a big jazz music guy, but just the way it comes across this movie, it was just so intense. The story was great. It was just a really good movie. Anybody who's into music, any music geeks, especially any drummers, if there's any drummers, man, you really owe it to yourself to go see this movie. It just really made you feel good. Like I said, the story was great. The drumming was holy, your jaw just drops. Really, really good. Good movie. Good acting. Good story. Good on you.
Explosions or no?
No, nothing like that. It's more I'm a big music nerd. I'm a huge music nerd. So for me, I just really got off on that. That was really cool.
Do you know what movie I saw yesterday? Or you probably already know.
I do know a movie you saw yesterday.
But we're good. I'm going to tell you. Do you know what I saw the Lego movie? Okay. Let me tell you why I went to
I have never seen the entire movie. I've seen parts of it, but I've never seen the entire movie.
Okay. Okay. So I have it's on HBO Go. So I said, I wanted to see it because everyone was mad this year that movie did not get nominated for an Oscar for best animated. Right? It got
Yeah.
snubbed. So I wanted to see. Okay, I was
Why?
looking
Why did
for.
it get snubbed? What was the reason behind
Well,
that?
I would know. We don't. I don't know. I mean, the
Oh,
Academy just said, "Oh, this is a crappy movie."
yeah.
So okay, so I said I was flipping through. I couldn't go to sleep, so I was flipping through my HBO Go, and I have Chromecast, so I can stream whatever's on
I
my
didn't know you had
HBO. Oh
Chromecast.
yeah, I have Chromecast. Yeah, so I can stream Showtime, um, HBO Go, Stars onto my
Yeah.
TV. So I basically have Showtime, HBO, and Stars at home.
Yeah.
So I mean, on my Chromecast. So what I ended up doing is I ended up streaming that, okay, and I'm watching this and I'm going, but what a okay, this is, I mean, this movie was so well put together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you got two type of Lego people. Okay, not to get into the movie, you have the type that follow the instructions and the type that just build things, right? And everyone's the type that build that. There's this whole society of Lego people that just follows the instructions, and then there's the other people who are the outcast of them, who the other guy got rid of, are the people who just build things. They built whatever, they use their imagination. And that whole movie, just how the whole Lego world and how they put it together in the real world, it just, I was like, amazing. I was like, this is an amazing movie. I mean, you and I mean, at the end of it, I was like, which I'm not going to tell you the ending, but the ending is so funny. They could make a movie too if they wanted to.
I think I know what I read what happens.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil it for everybody else.
Again, I have a 5-year-old, and I pretty much watch cartoons 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I was really never in a big, huge hurry to finish watching the Lego movie. We're watching Nickelodeon, and we're watching, Blue's Clues, and, just cartoon after cartoon after cartoon. So, I would only watch it if he was interested in watching it, and he hasn't had much interest in watching that movie because he, So if I ever see it,
Well,
it sounds great, but
See, like me, if I had a kid, okay, which I don't, but if I had a kid, it would not be me taking them to the movies. They would have to take me to the movies, because all the movies that I would take them to see is all the ones I would want to go see. Like, but I can't do it by, okay, if a weird 35-year-old guy is going to walk in by himself to go see, I don't know, which another movie I would love to go see is Finding Dory. Okay, that's the one I can't wait for. I can't wait for that movie, okay? But I know I can't go to see it unless I go borrow someone's kid.
Sure.
So, that's the only way I can go see it is unless hey, can I borrow your kid for about maybe 2 hours? Oh, why? I want to go see this movie, and I don't want to look weird by going to go see this movie. So I gotta borrow your kid for a second. I don't care. I could care less. I'd have to probably say, "Oh, kid, shut up and sit down and we're watching this movie." Okay, or something like that. But I'm telling you, if they would have to, but I don't. So it's very hard for me to go see because I wanted to see a Lego movie when it was in the movies too. But I was like, okay, I can't go see that because that's usually how that goes. And I could go really late at night.
You don't want to be that guy, the guy who sits in a cartoon at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't want to be that. I don't. So it's very hard for me to go see movies like so I just don't. I wait until it comes on. Like, okay, Frozen. I just saw Frozen like almost like 2 weeks. Oh wait, was it 2 weeks? 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, that's one I actually have seen. That one is actually really good. That was a really good movie.
That was amazing. I'm sitting here going, now this is what I would have loved to went to see the movies for, but I couldn't have again. But that was another amazing movie that I was like, wow, that is really good.
Yeah. Yep.
I could see them making a part. Now I see why everybody loves that movie. I honestly, to tell you the truth, I could see why everybody likes that movie. So,
did you say they're making a sequel to Lego?
No. I don't know if they are, but if they did, they could. I mean, the way they ended it, they could make a sequel.
I thought I read that they did. I don't remember. I thought
they did. I'm gonna have to look for that.
Well, I'm sure it'll be a while. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought I heard that they were going to do that.
Yeah. I would love to. Yeah, that one. I like. That one was pretty. I gotta say, I mean, I love the music. I could hit that song though that everybody "Let It Go" in
Let it
Frozen.
go, let it
I
go.
know, don't even sing it out. Yeah, I was sick of that song before I even saw the movie. Now I kind of get it, um, but I'm not gonna say any more about that movie.
Well, let's go on to streaming. Have you? Do you? Well, you said you watched the movie, but do you typically watch a lot of TV shows, or via Amazon or Netflix or anything?
You know what? I don't have Netflix because everybody's telling me I should get it, but I just maybe I haven't gotten around to getting it.
Well, I tell you, I think Netflix is better, in my opinion. I think it's better for TV shows as opposed to movies. Netflix, the movies, I mean, they have a lot of movies, don't get me wrong, but it seems like a lot of them are older movies, a lot of movies I've seen, and a lot of movies I just don't know. I like to power watch different types of TV shows. I like to kind of have something to look forward to after work or once my son goes to bed. So
Hmm.
Netflix, in my opinion, is really good for that. And I also like the original programming that Netflix and Amazon both have.
See, that's what I would get it for.
See,
Would be for
and
that.
yeah, Netflix they have the what's the one the ladies in jail,
Oh.
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah. See, that's what I want to see that. Every,
Yeah, there's a new one with what the hell's it? I'm bad with people's names, but the lady from 30 Rock, the comedian, the female actress comedian,
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey. She has a new one coming out on Netflix. I think it's called The Unstoppable Kimmy Schmidt, or I don't know, it's something like that. Some sort of new comedy she has coming out on Netflix.
Huh.
There's also the one that I know you see. We could probably talk about that. Transparent. That's on Amazon.
Yeah. So now that one I wouldn't have never saw unless you had told me that. You
So
know
did I
that,
tell you
right?
that one? Yeah.
Yeah. The other one, because of the fact that, but it's free. Well, okay. Well, by the time everyone listens to this, they're not gonna know. But it's free today
Yeah.
for everyone.
It is. Yeah. It's free today, and then they also have a discount on the Amazon Prime if you don't
Yeah.
have it. As I mean, if you're listening to it, by the time you get it won't be it'll be
It
over.
won't
But
be. Yeah.
for anyone right now who doesn't have it, I think it's like $72, whereas normally it's $100.
Yeah. See, I'd call my mom to tell her she better jump on that. Right before this podcast to say, Mom, you know what? You always wanted Amazon Prime, right? Well, hey, it's $72. You better get it for it because it's normally
Yeah.
99. She's not gonna jump on that.
Yeah, we
So
have a lot of. I buy a lot of stuff for my son on Amazon. I really like Amazon.
yeah, I like Amazon too. I mean, I'm gonna, of course, I'm gonna renew my Amazon Prime. I mean, I am. So, I mean, there's no biggie about
Yeah.
that. But it's just that I wish I could get the $72.
Yeah, I know, me too.
I, oh, go
There's a
ahead.
couple shows on Netflix I told you about, and you should get Netflix because there's a show called Black Mirror. I mentioned it to you several times. I
Yeah.
think there's 2 seasons, which doesn't make sense to me. It's a show from England,
Okay.
and there's 2 seasons, but there's only three. I think it's like 3 episodes per season. Which how a season can be only 3 episodes, I don't know, but it's only 6 episodes altogether, and each episode is different. Uh, None of the episodes have anything to do with each other. They're totally different. It's like the Twilight Zone. Everyone is different,
Okay.
and it's just really well done. It's really weird. It has to do with technology. So anyone who just wants something new, check out Black Mirror. Brandon, I mean, I'm telling you need to look up that show because I
Okay.
know you're a technology nut. This show's about
Black
technology.
Mirror.
Yeah, check
Okay.
out Black Mirror.
I'm gonna have to look that up after this. To see that. Maybe
Yeah,
it'll get Netflix. I don't know. I just, what stops you from getting Netflix is that like Amazon is one payment. So I just pay one payment and
well,
I get all that
you
stuff.
can do that with Netflix too. You can. I know you can do like a what do you call it? When you go to the grocery store, sometimes you'll see those gift certificates down one of the aisles.
Really?
You can do that. Just pay for a year in advance and just put it. You go to the website and just put in the code, and
Huh.
bam. So you can definitely. And I agree with you. I like doing that too. But you can do that.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that. Maybe I will get Netflix. I'm debate. It's just I stop at that monthly payment. I'm like, do I really want to do monthly payment or not?
Well, you're right. It is $10 a month. I mean, I guess it's it is what it is. But if that's your concern, then you can absolutely do that. And there may be other ways of doing it too, Brandon. But I just know that they have those cards that you can buy. You may be able to do it through their website the same way. But
Right.
obviously do your research. But I know you can't do it that way.
Right. Okay. But yeah, that would be great because on Chromecast you can cast Netflix.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I mean, do you have Chromecast does work on Apple. Do you have
I don't have a Chromecast. I have a Roku streaming stick. I really like it. I've got Netflix. I've got Amazon. Thanks
that's a
to
streaming stick?
thanks to a very good buddy of mine, I also have HBO and Showtime that my family enjoy thoroughly.
Yeah, I bet.
I like Roku because man, they just have a lot of content. They have a lot of different channels. Like they just added. As a matter of fact, as I'm talking to you, I have The Simpsons on. The FX Now app is playing, and Plex. Plex is really cool. Do you know about Plex?
Plex, no.
Plex with Plex, you set it up on your desktop computer, and any files you have on your desktop computer, you basically leave it to Plex. So you can look at pictures, and so you set up your TV to basically read what's on your computer. So you can look at your pictures, any home videos, or any. So if you downloaded any movies, either legally or illegally, which I wouldn't know anything about that because I don't do that.
No, you don't do that. Yeah.
Of course not. It's all very, very legal with me. I'm very much by the book. You know me better than that.
Oh yeah, I know.
So, and you can see all that stuff through Plex. So you can watch any TV shows, any movies. And we were down here the other day. We were looking at old home movies of my son, and then we watched some cartoon that I downloaded on the computer. It's really cool for that kind of stuff.
See, that sounds like Chromecast to me. Because Chromecast, you can do
another
that.
thing I like about Roku is it's not a big deal, I guess, but it has its own remote control, and with the Chromecast, you have to use your phone.
Yeah, but I use my tablet. I can use my tablet, my phone, but it's so convenient because, okay, I'll give you an example.
The one thing I like about Chromecast is you can use Chrome to basically anything on Chrome, you can just bounce to your TV. So that I like that.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Any videos or like you don't necessarily have to say come and see my screen when I have friends over or whatever. I don't have to say because I bought my mom this too. But with my Chromecast, like I can stream any video I want. I mean, like I could say, hey, look at this on my computer, and I can just stream it to my TV. And they can stream what they have on their phone.
I know all about it. I did before I got my Roku. I did my research, and I wanted Amazon Prime, and Chromecast doesn't have an app for Amazon Prime, whereas the Roku did.
Yeah,
so I ended up going with that because we had a lot of content that I had paid for. Because we have a DVD player upstairs that has the Amazon Prime on there, and I bought a bunch of cartoons for him. So that was important. I wanted something that had Amazon Prime, and the Chromecast just didn't. Now I know with the Chromecast you can mirror, but I didn't want to tie up a tablet or a phone just to mirror something. I wanted a remote control so I could just have the app and just do what I got to do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because you're right. I almost thought about getting a Firebox just for the Amazon stuff. And then and I thought about it and I said, now I have, because my DVD player does Amazon Prime, or it does Amazon the video service. So and it is cool, but I also got a Kindle too that can stream, but it doesn't do it. It's so I'd have too many boxes, and I was like, you know what, I gotta stop at some point of a box. So that's why I was like, okay, you know what? If I gotta watch my Amazon stuff, I'll just have to turn on my DVD player, and everything else I can do on the Chromecast. But
that's actually a good way of doing it. Yeah.
But what I love about the Chromecast, what amazing was, when the interview came out. Yes, I'm one of the people that did go and buy and to watch it. Okay.
I saw it too. I thought it was. I didn't think it would be good. I thought I didn't think it'd be good at all. I thought it'd be kind of stupid. But I got to say, I thought it was great, and I recommend it.
Me too. I liked it too. I thought it was awesome. I mean,
I thought so too. Yeah.
I mean, people were saying this was such a bad movie. I know it wasn't so much bad.
Well,
But I might go and just buy it. I mean, because
I
it
don't
was
know if
that
I'd
good.
buy it, but I thought it was funny. I laughed. I love comedies. It was a stupid movie. I'll be honest, but it was a good stupid movie.
Yeah,
I
it was
thought
a good stupid movie. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was one of those where it was a good stupid movie. That's a good way of putting it. But
Yeah.
when I saw the interview, okay, now it's streaming because Google decided to be the first one to do that. You know, have you noticed it wasn't on iTunes and it wasn't on Amazon because they all kind of just said, nah, we're gonna pass on that. I don't know why they passed on that because that would.
Well, they have it now. It's on iTunes now. You can buy it or buy it or rent it on iTunes.
Yeah, I don't get that part. I mean, you can buy it on iTunes, but but before you couldn't. I mean, they just kind of said, oh no, because the only place you could get it was.
And now, I don't mean to cut you off, but
yeah,
now they're saying it's available through Netflix. It'll be on Netflix. It may be even available now on Netflix. I don't know, but it's going to be available on Netflix.
Netflix. See, they passed up. See, so I used their video service, Google's video service, to watch it. Now, what was amazing was, now this is what I didn't know until I turned on my tablet. So basically, it's playing on my screen. Okay, so if you turn on your tablet and you look at it, it is showing which actors, which song is playing, and you can tap on it and you get all the information of that person who's in that scene. And then anytime the person will leave the scene, the bubble will go away, and then if another person walked in the scene, a bubble would come on, you know, of which person that is.
Now,
this is with the Google video service using Chromecast.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
So that was pretty sweet. So I could sit there and go, oh, what song is playing in the background? You could turn it on, and it'll actually have the song and the name of the record, and you can click on it, and if you wanted to buy it, there it is. You know, who's the person who's singing it, and everything else. I thought that was amazing. But I didn't say
my Roku streaming stick, that it has Google Play too, and I think that's how I watched it, but I don't remember having those options.
I think that's a Chromecast thing. That might be
It must be. So I think I watched it, and I've rented other movies through the Google Play app. And maybe I don't know. Maybe I have to have my tablet turned on or something. But that sounds really cool.
That was awesome. That was so now I might go. So I decided, well, maybe it was just for this movie. So I just went and I just rented in time. Okay, I just said, you know what, I'm gonna rent this movie because it was like $2.99. Okay, I got that in my
time. Who's it? Is that the Justin?
Yeah, that's Justin. Yeah. That was.
I'll tell you what. Say what you want, but I thought that movie was great.
You really in time?
I'm not sure. I love that movie.
I love that movie.
Justin Timberlake. You got to be kidding me. That guy's whatever you want to say. But I love that movie, and I'll recommend it to anyone. It was really, really good. I really liked it a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, I watched that one. I rented that one. Even though I have it somewhere around here, I just don't know where. But so I wanted to see whether that did it on that an old movie, an older movie, and yes, it did. It had the which characters played in which and what was I was like, oh, they're on all the movies. This is awesome. Now I don't want to buy anything from Amazon because I want that feature.
Yeah.
I think I mean I don't know if the Firebox does that with the Kindle, but if it doesn't, I mean I think Google might have found something. I know Microsoft has something like this called Smart Glass. I think they have something like that, but I don't know if it works that well or not. I don't have an Xbox. I don't have a Microsoft tablet. I think the only thing I have on Microsoft is the computer, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I thought that was amazing. So I don't know. I just love my Chromecast, and I bought my mom. I bought my sister. I bought them all Chromecasts for Christmas.
That's the other thing, for $35. How can you beat it?
Yeah, I would have bought more people it, but I don't know. I don't know if they'll even use it. So I just didn't bother you.
I'm still waiting on mine to arrive in the mail, Brandon.
Yeah. Yours is coming. I just don't know when, but I knew you had a Roku, and I would have been like, Google what? I don't use Google products. Just like if you're gonna buy me, if Apple ever came out with one and you handed me one, I'd probably throw it back.
They do Apple TV.
The Apple TV, yeah, and I throw it right back at you. Yes, I would totally throw that back at you and just say, you know what? No. You know what? The bad thing about this, speaking of our podcast, is now in order to do the whole entire streaming of podcast, I gotta re-download iTunes, and I'm like,
I know.
no, I don't want to.
Yeah, it's the easiest way. I mean, I don't know how this whole thing works, but I mean, I listen to a lot of podcasts. And I go through an app called Downcast, and essentially it just works off the iTunes stream. And it's just easier just to download it and watch it, or either watch or listen to it whenever you want to. So that's just the way to do it,
I know. I'm sitting here going, I really don't want to download iTunes. I just got away from it. I mean, literally. I had an iPhone. Okay, everybody. Okay, long story here. Since we're in the bang part, or boom part of our podcast or whatever. But what happened is that I had an iPhone before and I gave it to my mom to make a long story short. I hate it. It was the miserable 2 years of my life. I will have to tell you.
I don't remember you being that miserable. I remember you showing me Surrey and how much you liked it, and you had FaceTime. We were talking on FaceTime. I remember the laughing and the carrying on joy you had. I don't think I've ever seen you so happy in my life.
Oh, please.
And then once you got your Android, you changed. You're more evil now.
Yeah.
You're angry.
No, I'm not angry.
In your life. I really think you need to go back to the Apple products.
No, I would never, because I'm going to tell you why. I thought Siri was the coolest thing, okay? Until Google Now came out.
Yeah, Google Now is pretty cool.
And I thought, oh my God. I said, Siri, you could, because it would say, cannot find, or whatever the hell she says.
Yeah.
But
I mean, still does that, yeah.
And it still does it. But Google Now at least will say, hey, okay, here's what I think you are trying to look up. And it looks up until that happened. And then when I saw that and I had my iPhone, I was like, I was like, okay. And then it just, there was things I couldn't do. Like I missed my widgets. I have widgets on my phone. You wouldn't know anything about that because you're an Apple.
No, I think Apple has widgets.
Yeah, but that's not real widgets. They're lying to you. Oh, they're lying to you about the widgets thing. That is not real widgets.
Okay. I just added. I added something to my phone. I added something to my phone today. They have one.
Okay. What do you have?
Brad,
I want to know. I want to know what type of widgets you got.
Let me check my phone out. Hold on.
Okay. No problem.
What is it here? All right. I have there's a calendar, a calculator, a battery, memory and disk, network monitor, so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, okay, stuff like that. So
if I wanted to, it'll make me dinner. But I thought, you know what, I need some things.
Only Android products makes you dinner. No, Apple products do not. Yeah, you see, that's why you should come to the Android side. But but look what you had to do to look for that. I guarantee you had to actually take your finger and go down, didn't you, to go see those widgets? Did you have to do that?
And you know what? I think I may have almost broken my finger with doing that. Yeah, so you're right. That really is hard to pull your finger down.
Now let's see here. Okay, let me flip my. Let me grab my phone here. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me. Right now, let me see. What do I got here? I have my weather. I have my weather, my Google Now. I have my let's see, the radar, and I have a calculator. Now, did I have to take my finger and move it all the way to the bottom from the top? No. All I had to do was look at the screen. It's right next to all my icons. All those little widgets are right. I just turn it on my phone, and they're right there.
Well, I think it's better to pull your finger down to the top. I need the exercise.
You really do? So you like to work that finger, huh? I'm just saying. I just can't stand that. I'm sitting there. That's not widgets. Just like multitasking. Oh, don't even get me started on multitasking. Wait, that's another podcast because because that'll just even make me even more angrier, and then you guys are say, "Oh, I'm not gonna listen to the next one." But no, it's true. That's not at a glance. I just that's the thing I don't like is they say, "Oh, we got widgets now," but no, I mean, they should put it on an at a screen glance. You know, it should be where you should just turn on your phone and be able to look at your weather or you can't.
Yeah.
It's not like Android where I can just I turn on my phone and my widgets, my radar is right there, and it looks like it's about to snow. But I mean, and I didn't have to do anything extra. You know, I don't know.
Dude. All right, well, listen, this was originally supposed to be a 30-minute podcast.
Yeah, I know, I noticed that.
Getting close to an hour.
An hour, I know, it's got it.
No, I'm not with that. I'm just saying, people are important. Listening to
yeah, I know. Yeah, so what would you think our next podcast should be?
Oh, God, I'm sure, well, I mean, we'll have to wait and see what's in the news. I mean, I have to continue whatever, tech stuff. It's the same format. Technology, whatever, streaming movies, whatever's in theaters, whatever's on our mind.
This was pretty fun, I gotta admit.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a second episode. This is pretty good. It's fun.
Throw it out on Facebook and see if I get any feedback on it.
Yeah, they're probably gonna say, "Oh my God, I hate it." Or
I'm sure they'll say the Scott guy was great. The other guy, I can take him or leave him.
You can take him or leave him. Yeah. Or
I'm sure they'll love me.
Or there might be the other way around.
I find it hard to believe, but you never know.
You never know. Okay, fine, whatever.
That's it for our Unprofessional first podcast. As the show progresses and moves on, it'll be more professional. We'll add music and we'll add things to it. But this is the first one. We're just we're working it out.
We're just playing around. Yep. I mean, we're just trying out to see what's going on and if what we can do and improve and stuff like that.
Yep.
So I might use Hangouts next time instead of Skype.
Yeah, we'll see how it works.
We'll see how that works next time. So. Okay.
All right, Brandon.
We will see you guys later.
Tech Pop Boom.
Yep.